Sometimes it's not worth it to do all of the proper electrical diagnostics. The grown-up and professional way to troubleshoot this would be to check all the resistance of the windings in the motor and make sure there are no shorts to ground inside the motor and any of the control units. Because if there's a problem in the motor and you put a new capacitor on, it's just going to blow the other capacitor. The last one blew after 2 minutes of runtime, so that very well could be the case here. But I ended up buying a 2-pack, so I could put another new one on there, let it run, and if it blows up again, now I will know for sure not to put this one on until I solve the other problem. However, if I put the new one on and it works fine, then I've saved a bunch of time by not diagnosing the motor and fooling around in the motor. So here we are with an ammeter set on the line that comes in from the power cord, okay? So this is the feed for the whole unit. I'm gonna turn it on just ever so briefly. Given that running capacitor is faulty, I wouldn't want to run it very long. I'm just gonna turn it on and get a current reading. You ready? 13.48. That is higher than this motor is rated for, which is 12 amps. And I'm also gonna take a reading of the start capacitor. So I saw a peak of 4 and then it went to 0, which is exactly what the start capacitor should do. When the motor is stopped, it should be in the circuit and conduct some current. But as soon as the RPMs get up to probably 100 or 200 RPMs, the centrifugal force will cause the switch to open and that capacitor to be out of the circuit. So here's the gamble. Something caused that running capacitor to go bad. And what was it? This machine was 22 years old. So is it old age and the capacitor just went bad? Or was there a fault internal to the motor that caused the running capacitor to go bad? I hope it's just the capacitor went bad. Now I can do a bunch of other readings. I see that 13.5 amp reading. I don't love that when it's running, but I'm just going to throw a brand new running capacitor in and then I'll remeasure the power on the black lead and see if the current drops from 13.48 to something less. So let's see what happens here when we turn this guy on. Hey. So the current being drawn by the motor went from 13.5 down to 10.3 amps with the new running capacitor. That is great. Let's check out what the current is through the running capacitor. It was 0 before, I assume because the capacitor is open circuit. Let's see. So yeah, so when it's working properly, the running capacitor is about 2 amps and the motor, the entire unit itself is 10.3 amps. And this is a 12 amp motor. So I know it's rated for 12 amps and running, it's taking 10.3 from the circuit, but there's probably a surge when it starts and that's why they call it a 12. So I'm gonna run this for a while and see if that new capacitor fails. I've been running it for about 10 minutes now, turning down something. And I'm getting about 10.4. It's fixed. I'm also happy I didn't take the time to do all the proper electrical diagnostics. I just threw the new part on, took my chances, and in the end came out ahead because it was the original capacitor that just failed due to age. Good luck with your do-it-yourself project.